agree with you, Kenny.
It's all
In terms
please.
of this project and this film. First off, if people don't know the film or the story, this tells the story of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Did I say that right?
Hmm. I think
Um,
so.
it's a hard one to say. He's known as the Greek Freak in the NBA. He's a superstar basketball player. I saw a 60 Minutes piece on him about 5 years ago, and everything he's done ever since. I just love him and his family because of what they stand for. And then after
Yep.
seeing this film, it just, I mean, it really impacts it even more. But this family, I mean, they moved to better the family, and they found basketball. But this film isn't about basketball. It's about family. It's about supporting one another.
Oh yeah.
You moved around and did some of that too. Did you feel a bigger connection to this film because you moved from place to place to kind of, you came from a similar area and here you are? Like, do you feel like you had a bit of a connection more than just telling this film story musically?
With this film, I think there are a lot of things that could seem like obvious connections, like the family originating in Nigeria, in Lagos, where I was born, and the the kind of the story of him working really hard to get to the highest, place that he could perform at, right? And my own journey to,
Mm.
you know, writing a score for a Disney film. But the thing that I actually connected with, truly, was that the whole film, the story, even though it was real, the film, separate from the reality of what happened, was a love letter. I keep describing, I keep using this phrase, it was a love letter to immigrant parents.
Mm.
Um, the thing is
Beautiful.
that there's so much love you see in the film within the family story, but the film itself, when people watch it, when I've seen other people watch it, it's really strange. It's super strange to talk about something that you've worked on this way, but
Mm.
I see the reactions that people have, and that's because every person that worked on this film just put a lot of love into it. We really wanted to do right by the family, do right by the memory of Charles,
Mm.
Giannis's father, but also do right by all the other immigrant families who experience very similar things. It's a hard, I don't have any kids, but it's a hard thing. These choices that they made, they had to leave a child behind, a baby behind in Lagos as they made this move because it wasn't going to be safe for the baby. And the way they kept putting all their kids first, just to give them the opportunity. Um, I think there are a lot of parents who do that right now. I think there are a lot of humans, adults, kids who remember our parents doing that.
It's so
And
beautiful.
yeah, it was a way that I could just throughout this writing process, I kept thinking about my parents. Um, so less. It was for me the connection point was less about where they came from and just more about the heart of the family, and the opportunity that I had to write something that spoke to that set of people, that
The
group of people in the
universality
world.
of the story. It also
Exactly.